As a fabricator on the team, I've mostly been cutting base bars and also several other parts for the robot on the miter saw. But I've also been helping different areas on the robot, like tapping churros for the shooter and the intake of the robot. I've also been helping our routers cut pieces of Lexan and wood, such as things like the belly pan. We finally got them done, and we're about ready to start manufacturing and putting all the pieces together.
So the main subsystems of the robot are the intake, which lets the balls feed into our hopper system, which then has a conveyor that leads the balls into our 3-ball wide shooter, divided into 3 lanes. And then we also have the hang, which pivots and allows us to go onto the tower. So the most difficult mechanism to design was the elevator because of the space limitations and the height, dropping from an unlimited height last year to a height of 30 inches. Some issues that we had with the design are the weight of the robot, because the hang needs the robot to be balanced, and we also needed to factor in all of the wiring. So we fixed this by pocketing out the Lexan on the robot, which took up most of the weight on the robot, and it reduced the weight by a significant amount.
So the app is actually turned into 3 different components: the form, the table, and the notes section. So the form is for the general team members who are not usually in strategy or on the drive team to help us kind of collect the data. As for the table, it is split into 3 more sections, which divides and integrates each part of the competition or competition duration we are in, including the qualifications, eliminations, and the alliance selection. As for the notes, those are primarily for our strategy leads to collect specific data that we will use to help our drive team out. So this year, we're looking towards continuing tracking both qualitative and quantitative data, or subjective data. And that means taking data for our general team members to collect metrics such as average balls made, things that we can measure with numbers. So for robot programming, these past 2 weeks, our sort of programmer has been developing our autonomous routines using Path Planner. Our intake programmers have been using Motion Magic to test their prototype, as well as our shooter programmer using their prototype to test their shooter code as well. As for our elevator programmers, they are still in the development phase of creating and testing that code.